is 3051. Humanity has spread out amongst the stars, bringing their hopes, their fears, and their wars. The great houses and clans vie for territory and honor, using gigantic fighting machines known as battle mechs. You, as a child of that conflict, are about to join that war.
Sim control, Captain Adams, ready for Ottawa.
More meat for the grinder, huh? Just patch me through. Welcome, recruit, to your first taste of iron and steel. My job is to make it a little less likely for you to crash and burn the moment you step on the battlefield. Let's drop you down here where you won't get your ass shot off right away. You're sitting on top of a fusion reactor in a multi-ton war machine the size of a building. Time to learn how to use it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a great day. My name is Moadi. Today we are going to explore that question. What does the skill tree actually do? More importantly, how do these skills in the skill tree translate to the battlefield? Keep that in mind. We're not trying to showcase every minute detail. We're not trying to show every minor interaction or every major interaction for that matter. We're just trying to highlight what does this skill do. Okay? I'm going to put a disclaimer at the end of this video with a little bit more, but because I want to get into the video. But please, keep that in mind. That being said, let's go. Let's get started. The cooldown skill nodes directly reduces the cooldown of all ballistic, energy, and missile weapons. It has no effect on machine guns, AMS, flamers, or rotary auto cannons. It directly affects DPS and cycle rate, or the time it takes between shots of a weapon. Do note that your cooldown of your weapon can be affected by other skills in the skill tree. For example, laser duration reduction nodes also affect laser cooldown. The range nodes in the skill tree increases the maximum and optimum ranges for your weapons and increases the area of engagement for AMS. Heat generation reduces the heat generated per shot by your weapons, allowing you to fire more shots before overheating. Velocity increases the projectile speed of your ballistic weapons, your missile weapons, and PPCs. The laser duration skill nodes in the skill tree directly reduces laser weapon duration whenever they are fired, which helps directly reduce the weapon cooldown since they start their cooldown as soon as they finish firing instead of immediately upon button press. And it does help to lessen the spread of laser damage. It makes it more pinpoint. Flamer ventilation reduces the time it takes to dissipate ramped up heat generated by using a flamer weapon. Both missile rack and magazine capacity both increases the amount of ammo per ton for either ballistic or missile weapons, depending on what the skill is. The LBX spread nodes in the skill tree reduces the pellet spread of LBX shots and increases pinpoint damage. Gauss Charge affects how long you can hold a Gauss weapon charge before it dissipates, and you have to charge it again for another shot. Enhanced UAC rack skill nodes reduces the jam duration of all UAC and rack weapons. It also reduces the ramp down time of rack weaponry. The missile spread skill nodes reduces the spread of all missile weapons. High explosive on the skill tree increases the critical strike chance of missile weapons. Minus NARC, of course, since it deals no damage. Skeletal Density increases the survivability of your mech by increasing the internal structure. Armor Hardening increases the armor values of your mech, directly increasing your mech's survivability and how much damage it can take. Reinforced casing reduces the chance that a weapon or equipped piece of equipment will be destroyed due to a critical strike from your opponent's weapons. Overheat Damage reduces the structural damage sustained from overheating your mech. AMS Overload increases the damage of your equipped AMS allowing enemy missiles to be shot down faster and in greater quantity. Kinetic Burst increases the acceleration of your mech. Speed Tweak increases the maximum speed of your mech. Hard Break decreases the time it takes for a mech to stop. Anchor Turn speeds up your mech's ability to turn while stationary. Torso speed increases the twist speed or turn rate of the upper section of your mech, or the torso of your mech. Torso yaw in the skill tree increases the left and right range of motion of a mech. Torso pitch increases the up and down range of motion of a mech, allowing better targeting with torso mounted weapons. Lift speed increases your jump jet acceleration, and it only gives a slight height increase. Shock Absorbance reduces the damage sustained from falling, whether that is from falling off of a cliff or jump jet. Vent Calibration increases the burn time of jump jets, effectively giving them more fuel and allowing you to jump higher and or longer. Heat shielding reduces the heat generated while jump jetting. It is mostly effective while firing weapons and jump jetting around. Quick Ignition reduces the startup animation of your mech from manually shutting it down and restarting or from overheating. Cool Run increases the heat dissipation of your mech, and the more heat sinks you have, the better this becomes. Heat containment increases the maximum amount of heat your mech can handle before shutting down due to overheating. It is directly affected by the amount of heat sinks equipped on the mech. Improved Gyros reduces the amount of cockpit shake when receiving damage from an enemy mech. Speed retention increases your mech's top speed when legged by a percentage up to a maximum of 50 kph. Hill climb reduces the loss of speed you get while climbing hills, which allows you to go up hills easier, especially with fast mechs. Target info gathering reduces the time it takes for your sensors to display an enemy mech's current state. Seismic Sensor allows you to detect nearby enemy mechs on your minimap via ground vibrations while you're standing still in your mech. Sensor range increases the range that you are able to detect and target a mech with your sensors. Radar Deprivation reduces the time an enemy can hold a target lock on you after you have broken line of sight with them. For enhanced ECM, I would like to start things off by saying that for Inner Sphere mechs only, the enhanced ECM nodes decreases the cooldown required before stealth armor can be reactivated. Enhanced ECM Systems decreases the max range at which an ECM protected mech can be targeted. Here we see the standard unbuffed sensor range of 800 meters. Here we see an unbuffed sensor range against an unskilled ECM equipped mech. This is an unbuffed sensor range against a mech with enhanced ECM skills. And this is the range of the ECM bubble that makes your sensors go all wonky and makes everything say low signal. This is all of those ranges overlapping, so you can get a good gauge of what they look like. This is the only area affected by the ECM skill nodes in the skill tree. What are you trying to accomplish by using these skill nodes? You're trying to reduce the active zone that an enemy has to fight an unskilled ECM equipped mech without their sensors being affected by ECM in any capacity. What that means is, past a certain range, they cannot target you, and if you are within 120 meters of them, their sensors are wonky. So this pink area here is what you are trying to reduce as much as possible. And by putting in the skill points, this is what you're reducing it to. Target decay increases the time you are able to track an enemy mech after losing line of sight of them. Target retention allows you to retain your target lock if the mech you are targeting moves behind you. It only works so long as your mech has line of sight of the targeted mech and you both stay within range. It only affects targeting information. It does not affect missile locks. Advanced Zoom provides the ability to have a picture-in-picture long-range zoom with 4 times magnification. I would like to point out that using Advanced Zoom does give you a disadvantage in the fact that you kind of have a bit of tunnel vision with it, as it's shown here. Capture Assist decreases the time it takes to capture an enemy position in the game modes Assault and Conquest. Enhanced NARC increases the velocity of your NARC missiles and also increases the duration of your NARC on an enemy mech. Consumable slots increases the amount of consumable slots you have available. Adv Salvos increases the duration of air and artillery strikes by increasing the number of shells in the strike. It makes artillery strikes last longer and makes air strikes themselves longer. Enhanced spotting increases the accuracy of air and artillery strikes, making the shells fall in a tighter spread, allowing mechs to get hit by more shells, causing more damage. Expanded Reserves increases the amount of artillery strikes or air strikes that you can carry at one time. Enhanced Coolshot increases the effectiveness of your Coolshot consumables. Coolant Reserves increases the amount of cool shots that you can have equipped at one time. Coolshot Cooldown decreases the recharge time of your Coolshot consumable. UAV duration increases the duration of your UAVs from 60 to 70 seconds. UAV range increases the detection range of your UAVs. The extra UAV skill node allows a mech to equip a second UAV.